Datta Sri Guru Datta Jai Guru 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 Datta Sri Guru Datta.
Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatyai Namaha, Shri Padavallabha Narasimha Saraswati, Shri Guru Dattatreya Namaha, Shri Ganapati Satchidananda Sadgurubhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Guru Datta and welcome to Datta Arpanam with your hosts Rishi Nirvan Baru
and Ravita Singh. Jai Guru Datta, Swagatam, and thank you for tuning in to Datta Arpanam, a showcase of the life, music and teachings of His Holiness Parama Pujya Dr. Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji of Avadhuta Dattapitam in Mysuru. Today's program begins with the offering of pranams, gratitude and this invocation prayer at the sacred feet of beloved Sadgurudeva Pujya Shri Swamiji, as this show, possible only through His divine grace, is offered to him. Please join Pujya Shri Bala Swamiji now in worship.
Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatyai Namaha, Shri Padavallabha Narasimha Saraswati, Shri Guru Dattatreya Namaha, Shri Ganapati Satchidananda Sadgurubhyo Namaha. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwarah Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Bhuyuta Shri Hari Chinnhitabhyam Agastya Rekhadibhiranchitabhyam Nigodha Bijakshara Mudritabhyam Namo Namas Sadguru Padukabhyam. Ganapati Gurumekam Satchidanandarupam Vibhudhanivahasevyam Yogamargadhirudham Sharanamupagatanaamarti Sanghadrivajram Mama Hridaya Nivasam Bhaktinamro Namami Bhaktinamro Namami.
Once again everyone, Swagatam, and thank you for tuning in to this morning's edition of Datta Arpanam. Today's program is being brought to you through the kind courtesy of Velini's Drug Mart Limited of 58-60 Sutton Street, San Fernando, Debe Supermart Limited of 182 SS Aaron Road, Debe, Coquier Supermart Limited of 14 Naparima Mayaro Road, San Fernando, and Samtran Insurance Brokers Limited of 1126 SS Aaron Road, Debe, and 225 Southern Main Road, Warrenville, Cunupia.
Last week on Datta Arpanam, the series on Shatashloki Ramayanam came to a close with study of the final of those 100 shlokas written by Valmiki Maharishi. On that episode, you also heard that the dates for Parama Pujya Sri Swamiji's visit to and program in Trinidad have been finalized. As you've been hearing on Datta Arpanam, back in 2018, when Puja Appaji, while right here in Trinidad, blessed the world with the mantra Shivaya Rudraya Namaha, he promised that if the mantra was chanted a certain number of times, he would return to Trinidad to perform a Maharudra Yagam. Unfortunately, the COVID-19 pandemic meant Puja Appaji did not return in 2020, but 2023 is looking like a better year for this country, as on the 29th of this month, March 2023, Parama Pujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji, the present-day Avadhuta of Lord Dattatreya, will be arriving in Trinidad and the Maharudra Yagam will take place.
With Puja Appaji's visit and the Maharudra Yagam just weeks away, today on Datta Arpanam, you will hear more about what this Yagam is all about and who is this divine master who is coming to Trinidad to host the Yagam. But first, as always, worship is offered to the remover of obstacles, Lord Ganapati. Please open your Bhajanmala app, or if you do not yet have the app, visit the website www.bhajanmala.com, enter Bhajan ID number 24 and join in offering worship.
Listeners, in the study of Shatashloki Ramayanam, you heard how, under Ravana's protection, demons were hindering the performance of religious austerities by sages. Those demons represent negative forces. If those negative forces existed in Treta Yuga, the second of the two eons, then what can be said of Kali Yuga, the fourth eon? You heard that as one moves from Krita Yuga down to Kali Yuga, divinity dwindles. So if evil existed to that extent in the second Yuga, then we should make every attempt to thwart the influence of evil forces in this fourth Yuga, in Kali Yuga. Nama Sankirtanam is one such powerful tool, one such powerful weapon which will help us to eliminate such evil forces.
And even better than singing the praises of the Lord is joining with others in singing the Lord's praises. The effect is exponential. When one person sings, the punya or merit awarded is equal to that of one person singing. But when, for example, 10 persons sing, each person reaps the rewards of 10 persons singing. So everyone, wherever you are, please do sing along. And encourage those who are nearby to also join you in singing. The opportunity to engage in worship is itself a blessing. Make the most of that blessing now and join in bhajan. Once again, the bhajan ID number is 24.
And perhaps if you understand what you are about to sing, it will help you to become more absorbed in the bhajan. I know it helps me if I understand what a prayer or a bhajan is saying. So before we sing today's first bhajan with Puja Sri Swamiji, let us look at this bhajan briefly. Let us just look at the Pallavi for today and see what it says of Lord Ganapati or how it glorifies that Lord. Shri Kara, he is the one who removes the hindrances and bestows auspiciousness and illumines the noble path. He bestows victory.
Dhikara, he bestows courage and strong will when you chant his name. He makes the mind calm. Kama and Krodha, or desire and anger, fill the mind with bad vibrations. Food also influences the mind. Dhikara removes such bad influences and strengthens our intellect.
Devara is the supreme invisible Lord, Ganapati Devata, and Bhayahara praises Lord Ganapati as the remover of fear. Nowadays, people are enveloped in fear. We get upset over small things. Depression and disappointment are rampant in society. But Lord Ganapati not only removes obstacles, but from the word Bhayahara used in this bhajan, we learn that this ever-compassionate Lord also removes fear. So everyone, please join and worship such a
ಶ್ರೀಕರ ಧೀಕರ ಶ್ರೀ ಗಣಪತಿ ದೇವರ ಶ್ರೀಕರ ಧೀಕರ ಶ್ರೀ ಗಣಪತಿ ದೇವರ ಶ್ರೀ ಗಣಪತಿ ದೇವರ ಭಯಕರ ಜಯಕರ ಲಂಬೋದರ ಕಾವರ ಭಯಕರ ಜಯಕರ ಲಂಬೋದರ ಕಾವರ ಲಂಬೋದರ ಕಾವರ ಲಂಬೋದರ ಕಾವರ ಕಾವರ ఆదివంగ్యనాయక ఆశలన్ని తీర్చర ఆదివంగ్యనాయక ఆశలన్ని తీర్చర ఆత్మలింగ సాధక అచల భక్తి ప్రియర సాధక శ్రీకర ధీకర శ్రీకర ధీకర భయకర జయకర లంబోదర కావర తొలి పూజలు కైకొనర తుది వరకు నడపరా తుది వరకు నడపరా సచ్చిదానంద గురువర మా తోడుగా నిలవర సచ్చిదానంద సచ్చిదానంద గురువర మా తోడుగా నిలవర మా తోడుగా నిలవర శ్రీకర ధీకర శ్రీ గణపతి దేవర భయకర జయకర లంబోదర కావర భయకర జయకర లంబోదర కావర ఆదివంద్యనాయక ఆశలన్ని తీర్చరా ఆదివంద్యనాయక ఆశలన్ని తీర్చరా ఆత్మలింగ సాధక అచల భక్తి నీయర ఆత్మలింగ సాధక అచల భక్తి నీయర శ్రీకర ధీకర శ్రీ గణపతి దేవర శ్రీ గణపతి దేవర తొలి పూజలు కైకొనర తుది వరకు నడపరా తొలి పూజలు కైకొనర తుది వరకు నడపరా సచ్చిదానంద గురువర మా తోడుగా నిలవరా సచ్చిదానంద గురువర మా తోడుగా నిలవరా శ్రీకర ధీకర శ్రీ గణపతి దేవర శ్రీ గణపతి దేవర ಶ್ರೀ ಗಣಪತಿ ದೇವರ ಶ್ರೀ ಗಣಪತಿ ದೇವರ ಆ
What a bhajan! Even as a baby, when Parama Pujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji could not tolerate disharmonious sounds, he gave his mother and maternal grandmother a glimpse of his musical genius. Now, 80 years later, people the world over are moved, mesmerized, and uplifted by his divine compositions and renditions. Divine compositions and renditions like the one you just heard. That, everyone, was the voice of the present-day Avadhuta of Lord Dattatreya, Parama Pujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji.
You are tuned in to Datta Arpanam on 103.1 FM. Thank you for sharing your Sunday morning with us for this hour of devotion. A special thank you also goes out to the sponsors of Datta Arpanam, Samtran Insurance Brokers Limited, Debe Supermart Limited, Valini's Drug Mart Limited, and Kokie Supermart Limited. Their generosity allows us to all gather together via the airwaves or the internet every Sunday morning, so heartfelt gratitude is again extended to them.
Ever since July 2022, when Puja Appaji first announced that the Maharudra Yagam, which was originally scheduled for 2020, was being rescheduled and that he would be coming to Trinidad, devotees have been excited, eagerly awaiting this auspicious event. That Puja Appaji, an Avadhuta of Lord Dattatreya, would see this small Caribbean nation as fit, first of all, for the largest Lord Hanuman Murti in the Western world, and two, a suitable venue for a Maharudra Yagam, speaks volumes about the faith he has in the faith of Trinbagonians and about his love for this nation.
Actually, during one of his discourses in 2021, Puja Appaji said to Indian devotees that he can simply come to the US or to Trinidad and be happy. So, everyone, let us give Sadguru Deva Puja Sri Swamiji reason to be happy here, reason to be happy with the people of this land, reason to be happy full stop. And what is it that Puja Appaji seeks from us? It is not material donations or lavish gifts. It is devotion. It is sincerity. It is compassion. It is charitability within one's means, of course. It is following the instructions which he gives.
And one instruction which he has repeatedly given is that each day we should engage in Nama Sankirtanam. This one act, when done with reverence, is the surest way to liberation in the age of Kali. So everyone, why delay? Let us engage in Nama Sankirtanam right now. This bhajan, the lyrics to which you can find by entering bhajan ID number 318 on the Bhajan Mala app or website, starts by saying, Manasa Mandira. Our heart, our body itself is a mandir. It is a walking temple. Vasini, O Mother, you are living here. Ko Malakantim, soft light. Mother gives soft light or soft energy. She gives jnana or knowledge gently, and that same soft light enters your heart.
May Mother Goddess enter the shrine known as the heart of all who worship her through this next bhajan or in any sincere way. Please everyone, join in wholeheartedly singing today's next bhajan. Once again, the bhajan ID number is 318.
मानसमन्दिरवासिनि भासय विशालकोमलकान्तिम् मदालसे शिवसुन्दरि वर्धय निजात्मभावनकिरणम् 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 परशिवदयिते विकासभरिते नानाजीवाकारे परशिवदयिते विकासभरिते नानाजीवाकारे अवगतिमुदिते अनन्यविदिते अचले अमले देवी अवगतिमुदिते अनन्यविदिते अचले अमले देवी मानसमन्दिरवासिनि भासय विशालकोमलकान्तिम् मदालसे शिवसुन्दरि वर्धय निजात्मभावनकिरणम् मानसमन्दिरवासिनि भासय विशालकोमलकान्तिम् मदालसे शिवसुन्दरि वर्धय निजात्मभावनकिरणम् विलससि बहुधा सुयोगशरणं बुद्धेर्वाचां पारे विलससि बहुधा सुयोगशरणं बुद्धेर्वाचां पारे परमपि मधुरे सुभक्तिरुचिरे शरणौ वरणीयासि परमपि मधुरे सुभक्तिरुचिरे शरणौ वरणीयासि मानसमन्दिरवासिनि भासय विशालकोमलकान्तिम् मदालसे शिवसुन्दरि वर्धय निजात्मभावनकिरणम् मानसमन्दिरवासिनि भासय विशालकोमलकान्तिम् मदालसे शिवसुन्दरि वर्धय निजात्मभावनकिरणम् सुललित हृदये सदैव सदये नूनं त्वं मे माता सुललित चूललित हृदये सदैव सदये नूनं त्वं मे माता गुरुवररूपे सरससंलापे भवती सच्चिदानन्दा गुरुवररूपे सरससंलापे भवती सच्चिदानन्दा मानसमन्दिरवासिनि भासय विशालकोमलकान्तिम् मदालसे शिवसुन्दरि वर्धय निजात्मभावनकिरणम् मानसमन्दिरवासिनि भासय विशालकोमलकान्तिम् मदालसे शिवसुन्दरि वर्धय निजात्मभावनकिरणम् 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 निजात्मभावनकिरणम्.
Listeners, even every blink of the eye is a gift from God. So what can be said of the greatness of the gift that is the music and bhajan compositions of the Avadhuta of Lord Dattatreya, Paramapujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji. He so freely gifts us with Vedanta in the form of songs or bhajans like the one to which you just listened. You were just listening to the divine voice of Pujya Shri Swamiji here on Datta Arpanam. Thank you for tuning in to this morning's program, which is coming to you on 103.1 FM through the grace of Pujya Shri Swamiji and through the kind sponsorship by Samtran Insurance Brokers Limited, Debe Supermart Limited, Valini's Drug Mart Limited and Kokie Supermart Limited.
As you've been hearing on Datta Arpanam over recent weeks, a grand and auspicious event lies in our country's near future, as later this month and continuing into the start of April 2023, a Maharudrayagam will be taking place at the Sri Dattatreya Yoga Center in Karapichaima, the home of the 85-foot Lord Hanuman Murti. But just how auspicious an event is this? Well, Pujya Shri Swamiji's personal secretary, Shri H.V. Prasad, known to most of us as Prasad Anna or Prasadi Ji, visited Trinidad a few months ago and shared a few words on the greatness of this Maharudra Yagam. Let us hear what he had to say.
There are three different types of Rudra Yagas that are prescribed. One is Rudra Yaga, a one-day affair with 11 priests sitting around one Homa Kunda and doing Rudra Homa for 11 times. Rudra Prashna is the chapter in Krishna Yajurveda where the qualities of Maharudra are extolled in 111 mantras. So 11 priests chanting for 11 times and chanting on one single day is Rudra Homa. So 11 priests with 3 Havan Kunds chanting 11 times a day for 3 days becomes Maharudra. The same version, when you escalate it, 11 priests around 11 Homakundas each, that is 121 priests for 11 days. That is called Atirudra. That is the highest form of yaga for Shiva that is prescribed in the Kalpa Sutras. Atirudra has been performed by Shri Swamiji in Mysore Ashrama twice recently and in Kashi also, Banaras. Swamiji doing this type of Maharudra for the first time ever outside of India will be in Trinidad. So it's a big event for the country of Trinidad. I'm sure Trinidad needs it too. 31st of March, 1st and 2nd, Friday, Saturday and Sunday will be the Maharudra Yaga. And on the final day, on the 8th, Chandi Homa is planned so that the Mother Goddess Durga Mata, if we worship Lord Shiva, Durga Mata also has to be worshipped. A Chandi Homa has to be done.
Everyone, you just heard it for yourself from the personal secretary to Parama Pujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji. This is the first time that Pujya Shri Swamiji will be conducting a yagam of this magnitude outside of India. How blessed is this nation, the same nation which Pujya Sri Swamiji blessed with the largest Lord Hanuman Murti in the Western world. How blessed we are that Pujya Appaji and Sri Bala Swamiji will be coming here to conduct an austerity as sacred as a Maharudra Yagam.
And it is not just that the two Swamijis will be present together outside of India, or that 33 Pandits will be performing Rudra Homa in Trinidad for this nation's benefit, but the one overseeing the entire Maharudra Yagam is the present-day incarnation of the aspect of Lord Dattatreya. And who is Lord Dattatreya? He is the combined form of Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, and yes, Lord Shiva himself. Process that for a moment, everyone. As if it is not benevolent enough for such an incarnation to even bless this nation's shores with his presence, that incarnation of an aspect of Lord Shiva is coming here to conduct a Maharudra Homa.
As a mark of gratitude to that benevolent one, let us join in worshipping him. You can find the lyrics to this next bhajan by entering bhajan ID number 713 on the Bhajan Mala app or on the website www.bhajanmala.com.
स्वामी तू है हमारा दाता स्वामी नाथा तू है हमारा दाता स्वामी नाथा संग सदा तुम हमारे रहना संग सदा तुम हमारे रहना संग सदा तुम हमारे रहना तू है हमारा विधाता स्वामी नाथा तू है हमारा विधाता स्वामी नाथा स्वामी नाथा सच्चिदानंदा जय गुरुनाथा सच्चिदानंदा स्वामी नाथा सच्चिदानंदा जीवन भर करूं सुमिरन तेरा
घड़ी घड़ी पल पल नाम लो तेरा
वर दे ऐसा दाता स्वामी नाथा
वर दे ऐसा दाता स्वामी नाथा
स्वामी नाथा सच्चिदानंदा जय गुरुनाथा सच्चिदानंदा स्वामी नाथा सच्चिदानंदा जय गुरुनाथा सच्चिदानंदा तू ही तू बस तू ही तू बस तू ही तू है सब कुछ मेरा तुझ बिन कुछ ना भाता स्वामी नाथा तुझ बिन कुछ ना भाता स्वामी नाथा वेदा तू ही पुराणा
तू ही भक्ति तू ही ज्ञाना
महेशा तू ही गणेशा, तू ही महेशा तू ही गणेशा, तू ही भवानी तू जगदीशा। बार बार अवतार तू लेकर, बार बार अवतार तू लेकर, सबको राह दिखाता
स्वामी नाथा,
सबको राह दिखाता
स्वामी नाथा,
स्वामी नाथा सच्चिदानंदा, जय गुरुनाथा सच्चिदानंदा, स्वामी नाथा सच्चिदानंदा, जय गुरुनाथा सच्चिदानंदा। धन्य है वो जिसने तुझे पाया, कहे कुमार भज सच्चिदानंदा, कहे कुमार भज सच्चिदानंदा, कहे कुमार भज सच्चिदानंदा।
तेरे संग में रहकर स्वामी, तेरे संग में रहकर स्वामी,
मैंने सब कुछ पाया,
स्वामी नाथा,
मैंने सब कुछ पाया,
स्वामी नाथा।
आज के शुभ दिन हम करें अर्पण,
अर्पण, अर्पण,
आज के शुभ दिन हम करें अर्पण, तेरे चरण में अपना जीवन, हमारी आयु भी लग जाए तुझको, हमारी आयु भी लग जाए तुझको, तेरा मंगल दास है गाता,
स्वामी नाथा,
तेरा मंगल दास है गाता,
स्वामी नाथा,
स्वामी नाथा सच्चिदानंदा, जय गुरुनाथा सच्चिदानंदा,
स्वामी नाथा सच्चिदानंदा, जय गुरुनाथा सच्चिदानंदा,
स्वामी नाथा सच्चिदानंदा,
जय गुरुनाथा सच्चिदानंदा, स्वामी नाथा सच्चिदानंदा, जय गुरुनाथा सच्चिदानंदा, स्वामी नाथा सच्चिदानंदा, जय गुरुनाथा
A bhajan loved by many, yet glorifying the one who is a symbol of oneness. You were just listening to a bhajan composed and rendered by the late Sri Krishan Kumar as he glorified the present day Avadhuta of Lord Dattatreya, Parama Pujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji. Thank you for tuning in to Datta Arpanam, which is coming to you today on 103.1 FM through the grace of Puja Sri Swamiji, and thanks to the sponsorship by Samtran Insurance Brokers Limited, Debe Supermart Limited, Valini's Drug Mart Limited, and Kokie Supermart Limited.
What joy and hope this month of March brings to the people of Trinidad and Tobago as Pujya Sri Swamiji, as well as his second in command, Pujya Sri Bala Swamiji, will be visiting later this month to perform a Maharudra Yagam. Pujya Sri Bala Swamiji arrives on March 26th, and then on March 29th, Pujya Appaji arrives, and Rama Navami celebrations will take place on Thursday, 30th of March 2023 in their divine presence.
Following this, the much anticipated Maharudra Yagam will take place over, as you heard earlier, 3 days: Friday 31st of March, Saturday 1st of April, and Sunday the 2nd of April 2023 at the Sri Datta Arpanam Yoga Center in Karapi, Chaima.
But the festivities do not end there. On April 5th, Hanuman Jayanti celebrations will take place in Pujya Sri Swamiji's and Sri Bala Swamiji's divine presence at the Sri Datta Arpanam Yoga Center in Karapi, Chaima, where the world-famous 85-foot Lord Hanuman Murti was installed by Pujya Sri Swamiji in 2003.
On April 7th, Pujya Sri Swamiji will be visiting the Princess Town Ashrama and the Sri Satchidananda Yoga Ashrama in Pinal, and again, all are invited to attend these functions.
And you are also invited to attend and participate in Chandi Homa, which will take place back at the Karapi Chaima Ashrama on April 8th.
And later on that same day, so April 8th, there will be a Bhagavad Gita symposium where local graduates of Pujya Sri Swamiji's Bhagavad Gita Mahayagna program will chant the entire Bhagavad Gita, and after each chapter, a summary of the essence of that chapter will be given.
Listeners, you heard already how blessed Trinidad and Tobago is, that it is the first country outside of India where Pujya Appaji will be conducting a Maharudra Yagam. Well, this is the first time that a Bhagavad Gita symposium like the one which was just mentioned will be taking place in the history of the Mahayagna program. So there's so much which will be going on, and you are all invited to attend, witness, and involve yourselves in all of this historic activity.
In addition to all the programs you just heard mentioned, Pujya Sri Swamiji's 80th birthday celebrations will be taking place on April 9th at the Karapi Chaima Ashrama. Pujya Appaji celebrated his 80th birthday last year, but such a glorious and historic year this is in his incarnation that celebrations continue to take place throughout the year, including when he is here in Trinidad in just a short time. So everyone, come and immerse yourselves in the bliss, in the divinity, in the blessing that is the presence of Parama Pujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji.
Over the next few weeks, you will hear more about the Yagam and its significance. In the meantime, you can visit the Sri Datta Arpanam Yoga Center Karapi Chaima Facebook page or the Datta Arpanam Facebook page to review the schedule for when the Swamijis are here and for any updates on the schedule.
In the meantime, as we prepare to wrap up today's program, let us chant that mantra which was gifted to the world to help to prepare us for the Maharudra Yagam. Pujya Appaji has previously said that when big yajnas are about to take place, negative forces try to get in the way. By constantly engaging in Nama Japam, in chanting the name of the Lord, such negative forces cannot succeed. Instead, divinity succeeds. So let us all join together and chant Shivaya Rudraya Namaha.
Shivaya Rudraya Namaha, 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 Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. Shivaya Rudraya Namaha, Shivaya Rudraya Namaha, Rudraya Namaha Shivaya 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 Rudraya Namaha.
What a powerful, divine, and uplifting way to begin to wrap up today's episode of Datta Arpanam and prepare for the start of another week. Pranams and gratitude are offered at the divine feet of beloved Sadguru Deva, Parama Pujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji and Shri 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 Datta Vijayananda Tirtha Swamiji, without whose teachings, compassion, love, guidance, and music, this program would not exist.
Pranams to you, Puja Appaji and Sri Bala Swamiji. Kindly forgive any errors which may have been committed in preparing or in sharing today's episode of Datta Arpanam, and please guide us to avoid such errors in the future.
Special thanks are extended to the staff at 103.1 FM and to the sponsors of Datta Arpanam: Samtran Insurance Brokers Limited, Debe Supermart Limited, Valini's Drug Mart Limited, and Kokie Supermart Limited. And of course, dear listener, an extra special thank you is extended to you for sharing your Sunday morning with us.
Remember, if you would like to listen to today's offering again, the podcast will be uploaded to 103.1 FM's website tomorrow evening. Simply visit www.103fm.tt, click on podcasts, and scroll down to Datta Arpanam. Alternatively, you can also access the link via the Datta Arpanam Facebook page.
Once again, everyone, thank you for tuning in today. You are invited to please tune in to 103.1 FM again next Sunday at 6 a.m. Atlantic Standard Time for another episode of Datta Arpanam, a showcase of the life, music and teachings of His Holiness Parama Pujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji.
May the blessings of Datta Sadguru be with all. Jai Guru Datta.
Shri Guru Datta. Harihi Om Tat Sat.
Ishapatija Jagannivasa Jagadodhara Namah Shivaya. 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 Jagadodhara Girijaramana. Jagadodhara Girijaramana. Kailasavasanat Namah Shivaya. Kailasavasanat Namah Shivaya. Ishapatisha Jagannivasa Jagadodhara Namah Shivaya. Ishapatisha Jagannivasa Jagadodhara Namah Shivaya. Digambaresha Namah Shivaya. Digambaresha Namah Shivaya. Gajajarmambara Namah Shivaya. Gajajarmambara Namah Shivaya. Digambaresha Namah Shivaya. Digambaresha Namah Shivaya. Gajajarmambara Namah Shivaya. Gajajarmambara Namah Shivaya. Ishapatisha Jagannivasa Jagadodhara Namah Shivaya. Ishapatisha Jagannivasa Jagadodhara Namah Shivaya. Ishapatisha Jagannivasa Jagadodhara Namah Shivaya. Kambu Kandar Nila Megha. Kambu Kandar Nila Megha. Shambho Nandan Namah Shivaya. Shambho Nandan Namah Shivaya. Ishapatisha Jagannivasa Jagadodhara Namah Shivaya. Ishapatisha Jagannivasa Jagadodhara Namah Shivaya. Jata Juta Namah Shivaya. Jata Juta Namah Shivaya. Tripundralochana Namah Shivaya. Tripundralochana Namah Shivaya. Jata Juta Namah Shivaya. Jata Juta Namah Shivaya. Tripundralochana Namah Shivaya. Tripundralochana Namah Shivaya. Trinetrapala Namah Shivaya. Trinetrapala Namah Shivaya. Trishulapani Namah Shivaya. Trishulapani Namah Shivaya. Ishapatisha Jagannivasa Jagadodhara Namah Shivaya. Ishapatisha Jagannivasa Jagadodhara Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Shiva 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 Namah Shivaya. Shiva 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 Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya,
Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya,
Shiva 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 Shiva, Namah Shivaya,
Shiva 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 Shiva, Namah Shivaya,
Samba Sada Shiva Sada Shivaya,
Samba Sada Shiva Sada Shivaya,
Sada Shivaya Maheshwaraya,
Sada Shivaya Maheshwaraya, Isha Patisha Jagannivasa Jagadodhara, Namah Shivaya, Isha Patisha Jagannivasa Jagadodhara, Namah Shivaya,
Jagadodhara Girijaramana,
Jagadodhara Girijaramana,
Kailasavasanatha, Namah Shivaya,
Kailasavasanatha, Namah Shivaya,
Namayakara, Namah Shivaya,
Namayakara, Namah Shivaya,
Akhilanda Koti, Namah Shivaya,
Akhilanda Koti, Namah Shivaya,
Namayakara, Namah Shivaya,
Namayakara, Namah Shivaya,
Namayakara, Namah Shivaya,
Namayakara, Namah Shivaya,
Akhilanda Koti, Namah Shivaya,
Akhilanda Koti, Namah Shivaya,
Brahmanda Nayak, Namah Shivaya,
Brahmanda Nayaka, Namah Shivaya,
Brahmanda Nayak, Namah Shivaya,
Brahmanda Nayaka, Namah Shivaya,
Deena Bandhu, Namah Shivaya,
Veena Bandhu, Namah Shivaya, Isha Patisha Jagannivasa Jagadodhara, Namah Shivaya, Isha Patisha Jagannivasa Jagadodhara, Namah Shivaya,
Manasanayana Sachidananda,
Manasanayana Sachidananda,
Shobhayamana Satyatunga,
Shobhayamana Satyatunga,
Manasanayana Sachidananda,
Manasanayana Sachidananda,
Shobhayamana Satyatunga,
Shobhayamana Satyatunga,
Om Namah Shanti Sada Shivaya,
Om Namah Shanti Sada Shivaya,
Sada Shivaya Maheshwaraya,
Sada Shivaya Maheshwaraya,
Om Namah Shanti Sada Shivaya,
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 Sada Shivaya Maheshwaraya,
Sada Shivaya Maheshwaraya, Isha Patisha Jagannivasa Jagadodhara, Namah Shivaya, Isha Patisha Jagannivasa Jagadodhara, Namah Shivaya,
Jagadodhara Namah Shivaya,
Jagadodhara, Namah Shivaya, 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 Namah Shivaya.
Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat